This is the story of the European Agenda for Adult Learning and its 10-year implementation in Slovenia. As we are all well aware, the story begins with Learning, the Treasure Within, the magnificent publication of Delors and others, introducing the 4 pillars of learning: learning to be, learning to know, learning to do, and learning to live together. These have been the foundations of subsequent endeavors at the EU and national levels. They have aimed to provide the field of adult learning with relatively binding formal grounds embodied by several strategies, from the Memorandum of Lifelong Learning up to the 2011 European Agenda. The latter underpinned its implementation with many concrete and welcome novelties: a designated national coordinator, the opportunity, within the broader context of the agenda, to address national priorities, financial support for 2-year project phases, exchange, cooperation and coordination at many levels. Last but not least, sound support by the European Commission and its executive agency. Slovenia has been part of this story from the very beginning, with the aim to improve the statistics on adult participation in learning and the upsetting results of PIAAC research. These are portraits of 3 of our endeavors we are most proud of. Learning Parade, the Day of Learning Communities. Learning parades are public events set up in city squares, on busy streets with the most passers-by, or in the case of bad weather, in cultural centers. This way, we try to grab the attention of educationally disadvantaged target groups and show them that learning is as fun as it is beneficial. With various performers on stages and learning institutions on stalls with presentations and workshops, we celebrate learning in all its forms. Taking place on the same day, in about 15 venues per year, the Learning Parade is a prominent feature of the Slovenian Lifelong Learning Weeks. In fact, these are currently taking place for the 26th time, comprising of about 1,000 providers of around 6,000 events countrywide. Joined with counseling and offering information, we believe we are raising awareness on learning and genuinely establishing learning communities around the country. Learning parades are financed from the national budget since 2016 and have become a sustainable tradition. Video publications. During the 5 iterations in our video products, we have been exploring topics such as guidance and outreach, key competencies for better life and work, all linked with the broader socio-economic environment of particular target groups. We documented various events, thoroughly summarized findings, and posted them on websites and YouTube channel. We have presented successful national projects, elaborated on target groups in interviews with educators and participants, as well as explored the European agenda and its effects in Slovenia. It has been a learning opportunity that formed our video language, with which we now more often address our national community. Professional events. The third trend is the European Agenda professional events, which have changed their face and nature throughout the years. Nationwide, we started with local events, whose contents were based on local community priorities. We continued with targeted events of national importance for adult education, which we rounded off with annual conferences. Again, topics were related to guidance, outreach, validation, key competencies, awareness raising, and other topical issues of Slovenian adult education. In the present phase, we are organizing 6 forums on the future of adult education concerning current socio-economic trends: digital transformation, demography, active citizenship, environmental challenges, and the future of work. Thereby, we are establishing valuable links with several partners beyond the education sector. In addition to the 3 main fields of activities, quite some attention has been focused on implementing the Upskilling Pathways recommendation. Many, mainly ESF-funded projects, financed by the Education and Labour Ministries, have been in place to provide new opportunities, especially for the low-skilled adults in Slovenia. We captured these policy measures and the resulting examples of good practice in our so-called Upskilling Pathways e-portal. A Southeast European regional and several national consultation events were used for mapping and triggering further progress in this field. The last implementation phase has primarily been used to upgrade our national platform on adult learning, where to get knowledge. The profiles of more than 300 providers with around 3,000 adult learning opportunities have been made more user-friendly, attractive and informative, also through testimonies of successful learners, role models. In conclusion, we would like to express our gratitude to all partners in this 10-year endeavors. We are looking forward to the 6th implementation phase and the upcoming new European agenda with a view to 2030. May its story go on successfully towards a flourishing culture of lifelong learning.